My husband wants me to sleep with other men. My husband and I have been married for 14 years, but have known each other since I was 7 and he was 9. We were neighbors, and his family lived just a few blocks away from mine. We were the best of friends growing up, and started dating when I was 13 and he was 15, but broke up when he left for college at 18. During that time, he's had the whole college experience, while I focused more on my education and career, so I never really dated anyone. We reconnected when we were 22 and 24 respectively, and have been together ever since. Needless to say, he was more than surprised that I was never with anyone in the 7 years we were apart. It just never felt right. Now I know he's been with several women before, but it never really bothered me. I've pretty much indulged every fantasy he's ever had, as long as he promised that was just for us. I told him that all I wanted was a committed and monogamous relationship with him, and it's been that way since. About a month ago, he dropped a bomb. I've always encouraged him to be open and honest with me about anything, but it was still a shocker. Apparently, he's always had this fantasy about me having sex with other guys while he watches. The very thought of this made me violently ill, and I told him that I would never do it. He tried to argue for a bit, but he dropped it, or so I thought. We own several small businesses together, but I've since taken a step back after we had kids. I still help out with management every now and then, though. A few days after that encounter, I came by the office to have lunch with him and help with some paperwork, and I've noticed that some of the staff, especially the younger guys, started acting all flirty with me, which I found very inappropriate. I told my husband, but he just shrugged and smiled, saying it was normal because I was attractive. Even when he had a few of his buddies over to watch basketball, one of his friends openly flirted with me in the kitchen while I prepared their snacks. Again, I told my husband, but he just shrugged it off. He never really brought up that fantasy of his directly, but since then, he's been casually mentioning how good-looking this person or that person is, almost as if he's trying to set me up with them. Every time I call him out on it, he just says he's not doing anything wrong and that he's just talking. I'm at the end of my rope. I've always found pride in the fact that I've only ever been with one man. It's always been special to me and he knows this. But it doesn't seem like he respects that at all. I've always been devoted to him since we were kids, but he doesn't seem to value my commitment and loyalty at all. Every time I try talking to him about it, he says he's already dropped it. Yet I always have this gut feeling that the people flirting with me were doing it with his encouragement. Before that, everyone knew how devoted I was. What should I do? I definitely don't want to divorce, because I do love him with all my heart. But this whole thing has been driving me crazy. Any advice? Edit to add. I don't want to have sex with other men. I never have, and I probably never will. The very idea makes me sick. I only ever wanted to do it with him, because I always believed that sex should be reserved only for someone you love. But I don't really push this narrative to others, that's just me.